Hi, my name is Natalie with The Style Nerd, and I'm an image consultant in San Diego, California, but I also offer my services virtually across the globe. My specialties are color analysis, body archetype identification, and I also offer closet edits and personal shopping services. And today I'm joining you because I thought it would be a great way to connect with more of you, and I decided to start a Shop My Colors video series where I go virtually shopping with you at some of our most beloved stores, and I help you pick colors for your color season. So some of you may be DIY color enthusiasts, and possibly you think you know your color season, and this is a great place to get started. You possibly also are someone that was color analyzed and you know your sub-season, but you just need a little bit of guidance when it comes to shopping. Or maybe this is just all new to you and you haven't been color analyzed, in which case I would love to color analyze you. I offer my services virtually, so please get in touch. My website link is in the description, and I would love to connect with you. And so I thought it would be great to start this series at Lululemon. If you don't already know, Lululemon has a lot of great color drops. And what's actually super cool is they seemingly just started organizing their offerings within colors. So if you look here, you can see shop blue, shop pink, shop red, shop neutral, shop green, shop brown, which is great. But as a lot of you may know, that there are different kinds of reds, different kinds of greens, different kinds of blues that relate to different seasons. And I actually, the methodology that I use personally is a 16 season methodology. And so when I go through these shopping sessions with you, there are one of 16 categories that each of you will belong to. And maybe this is a good little introduction, but I'm not sure how much you guys know about color theory, but when I'm analyzing people, what I focus on are the 3 dimensions of color, which are undertone, value, and chroma. And so wherever you fall on that spectrum determines what colors suit you best. And so it can get a little bit complicated. You can get color analyzed but still not know exactly where you fall in that range. And so I think this series will be a great way to help you guys get started and help you start incorporating your very best colors into your wardrobe. And so the first dimension of color that I mentioned was undertone. So all of us can either lean cool or warm. If you have a cool undertone, that means that you look best in blue-based colors. If you have a warm undertone, you look best in yellow-based colors. And all colors can lean either cool or warm, depending on how much yellow or blue is added to the color itself. The only color that cannot lean cool is orange. Orange is entirely and completely warm. So if you look good in orange, you know that you are definitely leaning warm. And people can lean fully cool or fully warm or somewhere in the middle. They can be neutral leaning cool, neutral leaning warm. And so we want to find colors that relate to your skin's chromatic characteristics. Now, the second dimension of color is value. And so value relates to how light or dark color is. So some people look better in colors that are high in value, so they're very light and they have a lot of white added to them. And some people look best in colors that are low in value or dark. They have a lot of black added to the color. And some people are somewhere right in the middle. And then the third dimension of color is chroma. And chroma relates to the saturation of a color. So there's low and high chroma. Low chroma colors have a lot of gray added to them and they're very muted. They're soft colors. High chroma colors are very vibrant and they have a lot of clarity to them. They're very saturated colors. So those are the 3 dimensions of color, and wherever you fall on that scale puts you into one of 16 color subcategories. And the 4 main categories are summer, spring, autumn, and winter. And hopefully that's just a little introduction for you. If not, again, you can sign up for my services and I can go into even more detail and help you determine exactly where you fall on that scale. But let's start shopping. Let's look at some colors here and let's figure out which subcategories some of these colors could belong to. So let's start with blue here. And so this is the new spring collection that just came out. And Lululemon has very frequent color drops. So, you know, I'm sure I can do more of these series with Lululemon with their new drops, but I'd also love to hear from you guys and see if there are any stores that you guys would like me to shop at with you. So just let me know. Just drop a comment below and let me know what you'd like me to do next. All right, so let's look here. Okay. Hawaiian blue. Wow, what a beautiful color. Hawaiian blue. This is a very saturated color. I would say it is medium in value, so it's somewhere in between light and dark. And I do see some yellow in there, although I would say, you know, it's definitely leaning cool. I think a cool summer would look great in this, but I could also see it on some springs. So this is a tough one. It's kind of like right in the middle here. Let's see. Let's take a closer look at this and see how much yellow there is in this blue, because cool summers can look great in aquamarine tones so long as they are leaning significantly cool. So I want to make sure that there's not too much yellow in here, because then we could even be bouncing into the territory of a spring color. Hawaiian blue. This strikes me as a cool summer color. So cool summers, they're predominantly cool, and they're a winter influenced summer subcategory, and so they can handle a little bit of a higher chroma in their colors. This is still somewhat white, so I wouldn't consider, it's light, so I wouldn't consider it a winter color, and it's definitely cool. So I would say cool summer for Hawaiian blue. And I know sometimes the images depicted online aren't as accurate as they are in person, and I'm considering actually taking this in store sometimes, so extending the series and kind of making sure that the colors match up online to in store. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. All right, let's look at pink dragon fruit. Wow, another very vibrant color. That's what I love about Lululemon. There's so many options and possibilities. For the past decade, most shops have offered a lot of muted tones, so a lot of soft summer and soft autumn colors. And so it's just nice to see some pops of color here. Pink dragon fruit. So this, to me, leans warm. So I actually see a lot. Oh, see, this is, that's where imagery is really important, and it's sometimes beneficial to go in store, because some of these pictures make it look as though the pink is leaning cool. And like right here, it looks like it's leaning warm, like there's a lot of yellow in it. So that's a tough one, but I will say it's very bright. So if your dominant characteristic is high saturation or brightness, you could definitely play with this. So bright winters and bright springs, they're either leaning neutral cool or neutral warm. So the undertone is not super important for them, and this one's it feels kind of in between like that. But it is a very dominantly bright color. So bright springs, bright winters, you can definitely play with pink dragon fruit. All right, let's look at another fun color here, cobalt. Cobalt, yeah, I mean, this is a winter color for sure, and I would actually place it in the winter cool category. So it's a very cool color. It's very saturated. It's also deep, so there's black in there. Very pretty color. Yeah, and I don't see very much yellow in here. Sometimes, you know, like a royal blue that has a very strong yellow undertone to it could sometimes be seen in the spring palettes, but this feels very cool to me. I would place this in a cool winter category. Cool winters, you'd look great in this. Really great. So this is Galactic Cobalt. Pretty color. Psychedelic. This one's really, where would I place this? That's a tough one, but I think it's light enough and somewhat soft enough. Honestly, I think a light summer would look great in this, because light summers although they're in summer, which is a soft subcategory, they're bordering spring, so they're a spring influenced summer. And so there is some vibrancy to this. There's some reflectiveness to this. And people that are predominantly light and have some sort of a spring influence like a light summer does, this would look excellent on them. It's still leaning cool. This is fun. Psychedelic wash, multicolor. I love it. How fun for spring. Super cute. Yeah, light summers. A light spring could even play with this too, since again, for light summers and light springs, undertone is not their dominant characteristic. The value is, so they look great in really light colors. And so I think both of them could play with this, but especially so a light summer. Especially a light summer. All right, let's go back here. Let's go back to the home page. Where were all the colors? Let's see. It's a little difficult to navigate sometimes. Here we go. Now we were looking at a lot of different hues, but let's dip into pink. I love pinks. And we did look at this color. What was this one called? Oh, actually this is different. Very similar to one of the first ones I think we looked at. Passionate. So this is one of those colors where it could lean kind of cool or warm, but it's predominantly bright. So once again, bright spring, bright winter, you can definitely play with this passionate color. Ooh, Lavender Luxe. Oh, that's such a pretty color. This is definitely a summer color. It's also has a lot of gray in it. So it's like a very soft mauve tone. So 100% a soft summer would look amazing in this. They're predominantly soft, so they look great in colors that have gray added to them. They're also leaning cool, but they're an autumn influenced summer, and so they don't need super cool colors like a cool summer would, for example, who's dominantly cool. Soft summer would look excellent in this color. Beautiful. Really pretty color. Oops, that's not the right color. So that's Lavender Luxe. Wash Denim. Also, the name kind of gives it away. So it's soft, it's washed, and it's cool, and it has a lot of gray in it. So once again, I would place this in soft summer for sure. Beautiful color. Really pretty. Wash Denim. True navy. Navies are, you can find navies in a lot of the seasons, depending on how much yellow they have in them or how much coolness there is to them, or black. This is a very dark navy, this true navy, so I would place it in the deep winter category first. But a deep autumn could also play with it because they're not dominantly warm, but they're predominantly deep, so they look great in dark colors. So deep winter, deep autumn could definitely play with any of the true navy tones. Goodnight Plum. So a lot of times we think of plums as leaning cool, and there are a lot of plum tones that look amazing on winters, but this one specifically, I can see a lot of yellow coming through. It's a very dark color and it's somewhat soft, but it's also warm, and I would place this in a deep autumn category. So Goodnight Plum, deep autumns. This would look amazing on you. Let's zoom in. Yeah, it's definitely leaning warm. Really pretty color. And again, sometimes it's hard to tell online. Sometimes the images aren't accurately depicted, and so I'm wondering if I should take this series in stores sometimes just so we can compare and make sure that we're assessing the colors correctly online. Crater Blue, what a pretty color. A soft autumn could wear this. There's enough yellow in this. It's very soft. There's gray in it as well. A soft summer would look amazing in this as well. And I do find that a lot of stores often have a lot of the soft summer, soft autumn colors. But what I do love about Lululemon is, as you can see, they have a lot of these bright colors as well. So let's see what else we got going on. Try to navigate back. Let's see what they've got for Mother's Day. I love this Lavender Luxe color. It's so pretty. See this pink tone right here. Dilute Wash Rose Mellow. At least from the image here, I mean, this definitely looks, there's not a lot of gray in it. There's more white in it, so I'd place this in the light summer category. And I also want to point out that although winter is a dark season, they also look great in contrasting colors. So they can also play with really icy pastels. And so the difference between a summer pastel and like an icy pastel that a winter can wear is that summer pastels, they're light like this, but they also have a touch of gray in them, which this does, in my opinion, just a little bit, so that makes it a light summer. And again, light summers, they have medium chroma, so they can handle a level of intensity because they border spring, which is a more vibrant season. But I wanted to go back to the difference between a summer pastel and a winter pastel. A winter pastel is icy, so it's basically predominantly like optic white with just a splash of color added to it, like a splash of pink or a splash of blue or purple. And so they look amazing in icy pastels, but I would actually place this into more of a summer pastel because I do see some gray pulling through here. Let's have a look at it. Although it's close, we're almost there. We're almost there where a winter could wear this as an icy shade. Sometimes it's a tough call. But if you see enough gray peeking through in that pastel color, it would be a summer pastel. Here's that Hawaiian blue again. Goodnight Plum. So I would place this. See here, it's looking a little bit yellow though. If this had some more yellow to it, I would place it in the spring category. So that's a tough one. It almost looks like a Caribbean blue here. So possibly a spring could wear this. If it was less yellow, then a cool summer could wear this. So it's good to, if you see a color that you love, I would recommend just typing it in the search bar and trying to find different types of clothing and images of that color, because sometimes you'll notice that there's a discrepancy between them. And so you can make a better call that way. So again, Goodnight Plum, Deep Autumn. Oh wow, Red Glow. This is very bright spring to me because it has a lot of yellow in there. So definitely like a bright spring color. That's beautiful. It's a red with a lot of yellow, and it's actually light too, so it has some white in there. So I would place this in the bright spring category. It's really pretty. Red Glow. This is leaning warm, soft autumn for sure. It's muted. It has gray in there. It's just a nice neutral for a soft autumn. It's a beautiful color. There's a lot of yellow in there too, so it leans warm and soft. Denim, Starch Blue. So I've seen some images of Starch Blue where it actually looked a lot lighter than this, so I'm not sure which is accurate, but I believe Starch Blue is a lot lighter than this. It has a lot more white in it. So you could definitely, as a light summer, get away with this, or just pretty much soft summer. At least here, it looks like there's gray in it, so soft summer as well. Magenta. Well, magenta is generally a winter color, so you can see there's depth here, so there's black coming through in the coloring, and there's also there's a vibrancy to the color, and it's definitely leaning berry, which is very much a winter color. Very beautiful color. Magenta, Smoke. Let's see, what's the difference? Oh, here's Pink Haze and Dilute Wash Rose. Very similar, but do you see how Pink Haze is even grayer? So Dilute Wash Rose Mellow. Okay, so just Rose Mellow. I guess that's the wash on it that they're describing, but this is much more a light summer pink because it's a little bit more vibrant, and once again, light summers have some of that vibrant spring influence, so this would be great for them. There's more white peeking through. And this Pink Haze here is definitely more of a soft summer. It's more of a neutral pink, and it's a very soft pink, so there's a lot more gray. I hope you guys can see that, because that's a good, sometimes it's very subtle differences. It's very nuanced, but I hope you can see this is a soft summer pink, and this is a light summer pink. So here's the difference between that. More gray here, more white in here, but still a bit of gray. And this is like on the border, like I said, of almost like a winter, being able to use this as an icy pink color. It's on that border. but there's still a touch of gray in there, so I would say light summer for this one. All right. Wow, the music got really intense. This is really serious, guys. Shopping at Lululemon is very serious. Let's change this music though to something more relaxing. Bear with me here. This is my first video. I'm doing my best here. Let's go to some of the men's clothing. Let's not leave the men out. Let's see what they got going on. Okay, let's see. Again, we have that Lavender Luxe, soft summer. Rainforest green. Now this could either be a deep autumn color or a deep winter color. It could go either way. There's a lot of black in the color, that's how you know. And deep winters and deep autumns are predominantly deep. Goodnight Plum, deep autumn. Wash denim, once again, I guess it's the same colorways. Wash denim, I would place that in a soft summer category. There's a lot of gray peeking in through here. Light ivory, so this one, in person, this actually looks very much like a neutral, like almost like a summer and a spring could wear this. But I would say it's definitely leaning more spring. There's definitely more yellow in that ivory. And so I would say light springs especially, you'd look amazing in this. Excellent neutral. Anything that looks kind of vanilla looks amazing on them. All right, guys, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I think that was a pretty good depiction of what's dropped recently. Again, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments, and if you have any stores that you'd like me to shop at next with you and kind of guide you through the process, I'd love to hear what your favorite places are. So let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. And once again, I just want to let you guys know that if you have not been color analyzed and you're interested in being color analyzed, I offer in-person consultations in San Diego, California, around the coast. And I also offer virtual services globally. So I do color analysis, body archetype identification, and I also offer closet edits and personal shopping. And I would love to connect with you guys. If you want to have a look at my site just to see more about what I offer, you can visit me. I have the link in the description. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.